Ready?
I'm ready.
Awesome. I'm joined with Jaret. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm doing good.
Wait, okay, you're not knackered. You're...
Shattered?
Shattered.
Shattered.
I like shattered better than knackered, I think.
Yeah. Just another word of saying tired.
Knackered is one of the only words from over here that sounds better in my accent. Like, you guys sound better like in almost everything you say.
Not everything.
Pretty much everything that you say.
Okay.
But you guys do add letters to shit, but that's okay.
We take swearing now, I think, to a whole new level as well.
100%. You guys say the C word like it's the B word, and it does not go well in the United States of America.
The C word's kind of like an extra vowel over here.
Right.
You just want to throw it in everywhere.
The funniest thing about that is I went to a proper football match over here.
Okay.
And I won't mention the team because I'm not in that particular city right now, and I don't want to get stabbed. But the funniest thing was it was the children that were swearing. It wasn't even the parents. It was the craziest thing ever. It's all these kids are like, fucking all the stuff. Can I swear on this?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Everyone's having a good time.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd open up the questions with two random questions and kind of see where we go from there. Pineapple on pizza?
Okay. First of all, I'd like to say this is the first interview I've done since being over here for Heartache and Hilarity.
Cool.
And I feel that your opening question is setting the bar fucking high, because that's a really good question.
I'm just asking.
I'm going to ask you back another question, okay?
All right, go for it.
So pineapple on pizza is fine. I actually like it. It's fine. Is that paused right now? No, it's recording. It says pause.
It's a really weird camera, isn't it?
Oh. So my daughter likes the Canadian bacon, which you guys could call ham, and pineapple, which I think is delicious. My 100%. Wife eats pepperoni, pineapple, and jalapeno.
Okay.
It's delicious, right?
Yeah.
Here's my retort.
Okay.
Corn on pizza. Yay or nay?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Okay, fucking agreed. And I had never had that before I was over here, and in fact, my old tour manager and I used to make fun of it.
Okay.
We would just be like, they've got corn on the pizza. Until the one night where that was the only one left.
Yeah.
And we totally got it. So then, at that point, he doesn't work for me anymore because he works for a country band and there's more money in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But and I'm just saying that to be hilarious because he's awesome. But anyway, my new tour manager doesn't understand about the corn yet. So if we do indeed have pizza during this tour, I'll have to explain it.
Is it pineapple and corn?
I don't know if that would work or not.
I think it's too much
That's
yellow.
like going with it's a lot of yellow. Yeah, you're right. Could actually make it, you could call it a yellow pizza, and you could just put yellow pepper.
You could have stuffed crust as well. Add that extra
little yellow cheese. We're reinventing the wheel over here.
That's what I'm doing. All right, second question, because you obviously have a podcast, Jaret Movies.
Yes.
Which film did or got you more emotional? Toy Story 3, where they're about to be incinerated, or the first 5 minutes of Up?
First 5 minutes of Up, for sure. Yeah, Toy Story 3, when they're about to be incinerated, to be honest, it didn't really... I mean, yeah, I had emotion. But the first 5 minutes of Up are that's full-on terms of endearment.
That's Oscar-winning shit.
No shit.
In a kid's film as well.
No, I'm saying, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it makes you understand why he is the way that he is for the rest of the movie. So, because if they would have just started out with him like that, you wouldn't have understood. You had this place in your heart, and you knew there was going to be good in him.
One of the best Pixar films going.
It's a really good one.
Definitely. So you're over here doing Hilarity and Heartache.
Heartache and Hilarity. Yes, that's right. This is my first show. In fact, I love it that we didn't actually have a show in Glasgow scheduled. When they put it together, I had said I only want to be over there this amount of days. And, I've got 3 kids at home, and 3 dogs and a wife, and I like them all very much. And again, this is my first try at this is a new kind of show, and so I don't know. I think people are going to really like it, obviously, but because it's me. I mean, come on.
I'm bowling for soup songs.
Yeah, I'm bowling for soup songs. And I forgot what I was going to talk about. Oh, anyway, just by the demand of the fans, we were just like, man, we've got to add a Glasgow show. So here we are.
Well, I didn't know how it was going to work out. I didn't know how big the venues were, or if it's going to be kind of like a sit down and watch you kind of, or if it was everyone going to be standing up or jumping around or circle pits or whatever. But I went up there and I was like, okay, cool. It's like a sit down gig.
So I mean, if I had my choice. And that's the problem when you do a tour like this is you play the venues that are there and available to you and that match for you at that time. It would be almost seated, almost an evening with where there were 4 people at a table and that kind of thing, to where it was more of a comfortable, like, chill. That being said, we've done the acoustic shows over here before. Me and Eric doing an actual, like, Bowling for Soup show, which is a little bit different than what I'm doing tonight. And for those, it always went over well with people just standing and stuff. So I think it'd be cool.
It's more of a stripped down show when it's you and Eric.
It's
literally like nothing but you or an empty church, or depending whatever venue you're at.
Totally.
So I mean, the career is long. So I mean, how do you even pick those songs? Is the set list changing up and down? Do you know exactly what songs work well already from the tours you and Eric have done? Which ones work, which ones don't work? And
well, I approached it completely differently. So I didn't want to have that cushion, because if I just picked the songs that I knew would go over well, then I would essentially be doing a Bowling for Soup acoustic show. And that's not what I wanted to do. It's more about those songs that have... somebody's at the door at my house in Texas. It's more about songs that have some sort of a meaning to me, or some sort of meaning to fans, that something say, that a song that fans have connected with, but it's not necessarily something that we've ever played or that we've released. So you get a little bit of that when it's me and Eric, but tonight is a lot more of that, and a lot less of, like, I don't have as many of the, again, with Bowling for Soup acoustic, we have 10 singles that we can fall back on. So if we start to do a song and it's like which it doesn't, let's say it didn't connect, we can play Almost, and then it's like we got them right back. So tonight is the first time I've ever done anything like this where I don't really have that net. I'm playing a few of those songs, but that's not really why we're here, kind of thing.
So is it more of a, what you want to play, but what if someone shouts out Life After Lisa? And you go,
I mean, if I've got that song in my head, I would do it. This is the first show, so I've kind of went over my list is about 30-something songs.
Wow, okay.
But I only have an hour and a half. So there's certain ones that I want to for sure get to, and then there's some more that I want to go over, like tomorrow and the next day. Somebody's at my door at my house. But like I said, I know who it is. Yeah, it's the cleaning lady. Yeah, she's at the house right now, and she rings the doorbell first to make sure nobody's home. So we got that going for us. Cleaning lady just showed up, so it's at least when I get back home, the house is gonna be tidy.
Is it once a week, twice a week?
Once a week, but once a week she does the downstairs only, and then the next week she does the whole house. It's like less. It's more affordable that way because the house gets less insane.
More people will stay downstairs than they do upstairs.
Yes, Well, the downstairs is lived in all the time, and basically the kids just go upstairs to sleep.
Awesome. So with the songs, are you telling a story before you play it, or are you just literally, as you would normal show, just go bam, how's everyone doing? Cool. Here's the next song, and just carry on going, or just seeing where it goes?
It's kind of a little bit of both. There are definitely some songs that have a certain story tied to them, and there are certain ones that have multiple things tied to them, and then I'm also leaving some room to just let happen what happens. I don't want it to be the same every night. I don't want it to be scripted ever. There's a couple of points that I want to get across, and there's a few things that I want to talk about. I do want to talk about the death of our former manager, my best friend, and the song that goes with him. And this is the more serious stuff. obviously I want to talk about my depression and my weight gain and things like that, to where like, because people are concerned about my health or whatever, and it's something to where like it's like you either get it from me or you get it from the dickhead on Facebook who's, you know, telling me that I look like I ate the rest of the band, which is my joke, by the way. I wrote that joke and then somebody took it and then posted it as if it were their own, and I fucking know who it was too, and I'm gonna fucking Facebook stalk.
Was it Michael from Steel Panther?
I don't think so.
No.
He's not that witty.
No?
No, he is. I'm sorry, Michael.
Is this more of a therapeutic thing for you then, as a kind of thing?
Funnily enough, that this is funny that you would say that, and if you really don't, if
I kind of wanted to stay away from it because I imagine people. This is the question people are going to ask you on this tour a lot, even if they get told,
right?
Don't talk to them about this. But yeah, I feel like. But this has just naturally flowed into it. So
sure.
Is it like a therapeutic thing for you then?
Yeah, so it is, and it's okay for you. I don't mind being asked about that. I don't think I have any rules about not to ask me about anything other than just like you know, my penis size. I do try to keep that a little bit secret, but there's plenty of people over here in the UK that know how big it is.
It's always cold over here. So
it is. I mean, in fact, there's a bit of a sense of a relief and a sigh to be able to talk about stuff that's gone on with me internally in my life. Like, you know, for example, my divorce. I didn't really want that divorce, and so that was a really long stretch of anxiety and things like that. And so it's a little bit easier now to look back upon it and go, okay, do you guys remember whenever we were over here and we were like taking a break and everybody was confused as to what was going on? Well, to be honest, so were we. Like, my life was falling apart, and I had really kind of I had decided really that I needed to just stop, that I needed to like take a look at my own life and put that back together. It turns out that once that part of my life was gone, the thing that I always had and that was there for me and still there and still is this.
Yeah.
And so yes, it is very therapeutic, and you know, there's a certain side of me that not most people don't know, because quite frankly, if you see me on the street and I don't feel well and I'm, you know, or something's happened in my family or blah blah blah, you're never gonna know, because I'm gonna turn it on and be as nice as I possibly can at the moment, because that's who I am, you know, to other people, you know. But again, it's almost like the stand-up comedian thing. Those are the most tortured guys or whatever, and you know, so somehow
those farewell shows were fucking awesome anyway.
Yeah. And it really was. I mean, and you know, and I think that if you ask a real fan, well, you know, if like say one of the guys that's just like, they just did it for the money and blah blah blah. Well, if you ask a fan, they would say, well, no, I mean, they did used to come over here 3 times a year.
Yeah. And
now we're lucky if they come over here once every 2 years. So quite frankly, what they said they were going to do, which was slow down, take a break, and breathe a little bit. And then we took 2 years from coming over here, where we had been over here 25 times.
Yeah.
You know, so 25 times in 15, 16 years is a lot.
I thought the Slam Dunk shows were your UK tour over here. We'll see you next year. I wasn't expecting to see you like 5 months later, just, hey, I got a solo tour coming out.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool.
Right. Well, you know, I finally have the chance to do this. I mean, my life is I'm in such an awesome place. You know, I'm married to my best friend who supports me and like wants me out here doing this and wants me working, and you know, it's nice. Again, you asked me about the therapeutic thing. I was texting with my wife earlier, and I was sitting over there on a couch, and it's like I'm in here by myself, and it's like I'm going through these songs, and I actually said to her, actually, I'm going to be honest, I went and I took a shit before I started to text her, and then I was texting her from the toilet, and I said, it's weird being in here by myself, but it's very therapeutic. It's like I'm actually sort of, you know, there's a bit of a release that I think I really needed, and like now that I'm, you know, mentally healthy in so many other ways, it is nice to be able to come out here and express that to everybody else. Because one of the things that I really, really want to happen at these shows is I want somebody who has dealt with the loss of someone, a bad divorce, you know, custody battle, anxiety, depression, all of those things. I want them to hear me in a vulnerable situation say that in front of them, because if I say it at a Bowling for Soup show, somehow I'll make it funny.
Yeah.
If I do it here, I can be real about it, and maybe somebody will go get help, and because that's been my experience so far. Every time I talk about it, somebody texts me no, because I don't fucking give my phone number to everybody. No. But they Facebook me or whatever, and they're like, dude, I made the call. I'm going to see a doctor next week, and to me, that's worth it.
Oh man, I got one more question. I gotta try and think of. I gotta finish it with a good one.
Okay.
Pineapple on pizzas.
Yeah, that was quite an intro. Don't fuck it up now.
I know, right? No pressure. You're a fan of the 80s.
I am.
You're also a fan of covers.
I am.
Is there ever going to be a Bowling for Soup goes to the 80s cover album? Because that would kick ass.
Yeah, so we talk about a covers album all the time. It's funny, we have done 80s covers in the past, and they always go really well. It's like Summer of '69, or on tour we did, what's the shot? You Gave Love a Bad Name, by Bon Jovi, and we've done, various things like that. The covers album is one of those things where it's constantly talked about. It's just every time we go in to start it, I'm just like, well, I've also got like these 6 songs written, and like I'm on a roll right now, kind of thing. So I think honestly, that's one of those deals where we gotta just
commit to it.
Just commit to it and do it. We could do it at home, make it like work. We go there at 10 in the morning and go home at 6. Rather than, because when we record an album, it's like you're there at, realistically 11, 12 o'clock. And you're there until you literally can't stand up anymore. Yeah. And then you go home, you sleep for a few hours, and you come back and do it again. If you could make it fun, I think. But I definitely think that's in our future, because that's who we are, for sure.
The covers, the songs are already written. It's just playing them again,
right?
But with you.
You're exactly right.
But yeah, if you ever want to do a Whitesnake Is This Love cover, that'd be.
I love that suggestion.
I think that there's harmonies in that.
Yes.
I think if they're playing on with a live band.
I don't really think about the ballads a lot when I think about us doing that, but that's a good idea.
Do you know what I mean? You've got to put a lull in the covers album somewhere, even if it's at the end or in the middle.
I might need some input from you.
I'm just saying.
We're going to stay in touch.
Dude, it's been fucking great.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.